To come up and join us, former state senator John Kasich.
Karen, I have to tell you that he brought all these people and memories and good times together in this hall. Am I right, folks? I mean, I've seen exciting to be with so many that I just feel you're friends. And like Barry, I mean, how many years? Pat Teeter is here today. Yeah, even Pat Sweeney's here today. We love him. Karen, you know, this is sort of the second time, right, that I had an opportunity to talk about Paul. Bob Blair and I mean, this will take you back a long, long way. Bob Blair and I were the two Senate interns, and Betty Squiglio. I don't know if Betty is here today. Is she here? She runs the law firm of Ricker, Eckler, and Squiglio. She was the aide to Senator Mike Maloney, who Bill Batchelor and I were talking about the other day. You remember those days, Betty? It was Bob Blair and I and a bunch of the ladies who really ran the place. And you, and Paul Gillmor, forget all the things that he accomplished. He's just the nicest person that you could ever meet. I mean, he would call us into his office, us the lowly interns, and he would talk to us and encourage us and show us what real leadership was about. I mean, he, you know, Paul knew what he was all about. He was a conservative, but I guess this is why many of us today would celebrate the good old days when we could laugh and hang out together and write Nick and yell and scream across the aisle and kind of look the other way and chuckle about it, because we took our job seriously, but we did not take ourselves too seriously. And having friends on the other side of the aisle was what was expected. There was no other way to operate. And that's the way Paul was. He encouraged it. He was so intelligent and so friendly and so positive and such a great role model. And for me to have been able to work for him, and that's exactly, you know, he'd say, you know, get this done for me, or get this amendment done, or get up to LSC, and you know, he'd give me a wink, and, you know, he'd kind of put his arm around my shoulder and made me feel 10 feet tall as a 23, 24-year-old kid, just having the opportunity of a lifetime to work in the government. And then the things that he did, I mean, just if you think for just a second about trying to make Ohio more competitive, tax cuts, the rainy day fund, but more important than all of those things, look at the turnout here today. These are people that have come from far and wide to salute and honor a great, great man. And then, lo and behold, I beat him to Congress, and I really love that because I was senior to him. I mean, who would have ever thought that would happen? And by the way, he helped me to get into the state Senate. That was so much fun, and we got to work together. And I remember we were sitting in caucus one day. Paul was running the caucus. You know, it was the days when I wasn't calm, low-key like I am today. And so I went on to this rampage about something. I think Tilly was in the room at the time. And I got done. I felt pretty good about how I said things and what I had to say. And I sat down sort of triumphantly in my chair. And Ted Gray looks over at me and he says, "Put a little mustard on that hot dog." And Paul says, "Ditto that, guys." But then, you know, I watched him in Congress, and again, he just, he sort of rose above the crowd. And he rose above the crowd because of his, frankly, his goodwill, his good nature, and frankly, at the end of the day, Paul Gillmor was a brilliant, brilliant man and a brilliant legislator who took many things to his profession. He made the profession of public service and elected office, he made it better. He made it something that was honorable and something to be respected. And Karen, I guess, and to the children, I would say at the end of the day, we need more Paul Gillmors, don't we? We need more Paul Gillmors. Not to say that. Thank you all very much.
Governor,